Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Hit the bell, subscribe. We have new content coming out daily. Make sure you subscribe. God bless you guys.
Lindsey Graham is totally wrong here. Lindsey Graham is almost cheerleading for another regional war. It's like as if he wants us to go to war with Iran. Let me be very clear. War with Iran is a terrible idea. A terrible idea. Sanctions, cutting off flows of money, fine. What Lindsey Graham is talking about here would be catastrophic. Let's just remember, we don't have a border. There are 10 million people that just waltz into our country. Even if we needed to go to war with Iran, I don't trust our military. I don't trust our preparedness. We don't have munitions. We don't have troops with morale. We're a divided country. Even if we were at our strongest, it's a bad idea. And we are not at our strongest. We don't have the resources. It's a bad geopolitical decision, not to mention we have $33 trillion in debt. China is ascendant, and Lindsey Graham is going on and on and on. He needs to be called out here. He needs to be called out and saying, Lindsey Graham, this is a recklessly irresponsible thing to say on television. Play cut 92.
Well, for every Israeli or American hostage executed by Hamas, we should take down an Iranian oil refinery. The only way you're going to keep this war from escalating is to hold Iran accountable. I am confident this was planned and funded by the Iranians. Hamas is a bunch of animals who deserve to be treated like animals. So if I was Israel, I would go in on the ground. There is no truce to be had here. I would dismantle Hamas. This is the best opportunity Israel has to destroy Hamas. Take it to the Iranians. It is now time to take the war to the Ayatollah's backyard.
Okay. Now it's time. So first, hold on. Time out. Take the war to the Ayatollah's backyard. That would be a declaration of war against Iran, just so we're clear. That would be a declaration of war against a serious country. Iran, first of all, the Iraq war depleted our resources, lowered national morale. Iran is a far more powerful country than Iraq, like significantly more powerful. It's 87 million people strong. The Iranian National Revolutionary Guard, that's a serious military. Could we handle them? Yeah, if you want to lose like 100,000 people in war. Iran is 4 times the size of Iraq when we invaded. It's all mountains. It's not a flat desert. You want to talk about strengthening Iran? You would strengthen Iran's resolve by bombing their oil refineries. Sanctions, all that stuff is fine. Sure. And understand, this is all not by accident. Iran does not want peace. Hamas does not want peace. As this was boiling up, Mohammed bin Salman, who's in charge of Saudi Arabia, because his dad basically has dementia, the crown prince, and Israel were close to signing a peace deal. Iran does not want that. Saudi Arabia hates Iran. Okay? Shia, Sunni, irreconcilable, completely different forms of Islam. They're at each other's throats. 85% of all Muslims in the world are Sunni, 15% are Shia, and like 90% of all Shia Muslims are in Iran. Like the whole country is Shia Islam. Sunni is the predominant strain of Islam. And Saudi Arabia was close to signing a historic peace deal with Israel. Iran wants to do whatever they possibly can, and it's working. So the Iranian calculation was this. Okay, we can't allow Israel and Saudi Arabia to grow closer because that will hurt us or damage us or isolate us. So what Iran did is they started to plan this clandestine, subterranean type military operation where the Iranian play, just so you know, the Iranian play is to try to get the entire Arab Muslim world united against Israel. So the Iranian calculation is just use Hamas and the Palestinian Authority as human shields. Doesn't matter how many Muslims or Arabs die. Israel will probably overreact. Okay, Israel will probably overreact, and then you'll be able to rise up the regional Arabs. And honestly, part of Iran's plan is working. Part of it is not working. Egypt, to their credit, hope it remains the same, is staying neutral. That's a big deal. Okay? If America wants to be a leader in peace, if you want to talk about how can America help solve this, keep Egypt neutral, okay? That would be a big deal. Create a humanitarian corridor out of Gaza. Get Egypt to take some of those wonderful folks from Gaza. Like, this is problem-solving type stuff. Get King Abdullah in Jordan, Abdullah from Jordan, who claims to be a 17th generation lineage from the Prophet Muhammad, as they call it. Right. Start to use regional actors here, but we need to be very clear. Israel could potentially overreact and spark a regional and a world war.